Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. Well, the end of another year is upon us, and even by the standards of the TV industry, this one was eventful. And we're all wondering, where do things go now? I'm here with my colleague Dave Tice, and we're going to share Hub's big ideas about things that we think may come to pass in 2023. Will all these come true? Well, we've stuck our necks out a bit to make things interesting, and so we can't make any promises. But what I can promise is that everything we're about to share with you is in line with trends that we're seeing in our research. And all of these are things that are too big and too important to be ignored. So here we go. In our recent Battle Royale study, we found that the average household uses 13 different entertainment platforms, and only half of those are related to premium video. The other half are things like social media, gaming, podcasts, and audiobooks. So the average person is using more content than they've ever used before and more different kinds of content, and their need to aggregate this to simplify it somehow is bigger than ever. And that's why in 2023, we think that we are going to see more companies create super bundles. To coin a phrase and to hat tip to Evan Shapiro, who's the one that I heard come up with this. But these are bundles that go beyond video, and in some cases, they even go beyond entertainment alone. Amazon Prime, Amazon being the ultimate aggregator, they already have gaming, music, and video included in Prime. But what if they added Peloton subscriptions to go with the bikes that they already sell? What if Walmart Plus, which already bundles streaming from Paramount, what if they added something new like gaming? What if Disney moves ahead with its rumored bundle of streaming movies and access to parks? The appeal of this to consumers could be enormous, not just because of the content itself, but because of the added simplicity that it brings. And not every company has the business breadth to offer a super bundle, but we think that in 2023, those that can are going to press this advantage.
Well, certainly, if there's one thing we hear from our surveys, it's that consumers love the choices digital offers, but they hate the silos that have sometimes been created. Having single points of billing and universal search are one aspect of aggregation, but let's see somebody supersize that like you're talking about. And speaking of aggregation, for our second point, let's talk about connected TV or CTV. More people have CTV than ever, and those who do have it are using it more often. The current generation of smart sets bring together many apps and have reduced or eliminated the annoyance of switching between apps and pay TV set-top boxes. And from the business side, aggregation means having ACR systems that are built into the CTV devices, measuring all the viewing to the screen, whether it's streaming or from pay TV, which can be fused with purchasing data. With digital advertising retreating from Twitter and Meta, CTV is in a prime position to capture this budget by its ability to target viewers and evaluate effectiveness using these aggregated data.
David, I think this is a great prediction. You have had your finger on the importance of CTV, I think a lot earlier than many people. And I think there's a lot of folks out there who still underestimate how much influence consumers' desire for aggregation has on their choice of how they're going to watch TV. CTV is the best solution for this diffusion of content, and its time in the spotlight, I think, is definitely here. All right, my turn. Now, I think that 2023 is going to be the year that peak TV finally peaks. And the reason, one of the big drivers of the challenges media companies face right now is this arms race to grow viewers at all cost. And most of that growth strategy is based around spending, profligate spending on really high profile original shows. Now, with a renewed focus on profits, companies are going to have to make more out of less, and that less being catalog content instead of originals. But is catalog content really less? If we look back, Friends has legions of fans now who weren't born yet the last time a new episode was released. Pluto is one of the fastest growing platforms in any category, but it's built with no originals by design. And let's not forget that Netflix got on the map with catalog content only, and not just catalog content, but the catalog content that the networks thought no one would want to watch, the online equivalent of those blue buckets at Walmart with the $5.99 DVDs in them. So I think what we're going to see in 2023 is companies becoming more innovative with the catalog content they have, organizing it, for instance, by genre or by era. Pluto has done really well with categories like Westerns or 90s action movies. Maybe they'll create pop-up channels for the holidays or around current events. And finally, they're going to market old shows to a new generation of younger viewers who don't care if it's a new show. They just care that it's new to me.
That's an excellent point, John. Just packaging older content in new ways can make a big difference. For example, Pluto has several seasons of the original Twilight Zone. Now, I've seen each episode at least a dozen times, but these are the original versions, not the ones that have been cut up in previous years to go into syndication. And these original versions include Rod Serling at the end of each episode introducing the following week's episode, something I've never seen before. So now I'm watching each episode again, if only to see that little piece of content that's new to me. Okay, so for our last big idea, I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb. Black Friday deals saw Amazon branded 50-inch smart TVs retailing for as little as $265. I think we're getting to a point where someone like Amazon starts giving away TVs for free. What's the catch? You have to permanently opt into their data collection. Then in the Amazon example, you have a almost perfect circle of capturing viewing on Prime or on Freevee, the ads served on TV or in the Amazon storefront, and then the product spot from Amazon. There would be little ambiguity in that attribution model. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
And Dave, I know you said that this one is going out on a bit of a limb, but I actually think this is a great one and maybe one of the ones that's the most likely to come true. It builds on that desire that we've talked about in almost all of these predictions that consumers have for greater simplicity and aggregation. And besides that, getting hardware as part of a subscription to something is a model that people are already used to. They do that with their cable modems and set-top boxes. They do that with their cell phones. And extending it to TV seems like something that would be a no-brainer for both the providers and the viewers.
And there you have it. Hub's 4 big ideas for 2023. And remember, you heard these here first, especially the ones that come true. Let us know what you think in the comments. And thanks for listening and have a great 2023.